It's okay. It will record now. So, okay, what you are telling?
Mm.
Let's start.
So now, if
Hmm.
you look at it, right,
Hmm.
what we want to show is
Hmm.
in the say. So there is a. Let me actually tell you what kind of a graph I am looking at. I think it's called the group bar chart.
Okay.
So let me skip here. Here and grouped bar chart. It's called grouped bar chart.
Okay.
So if you look at let me show you. And I have to see in uh, so search on group bar chart, or I can show you.
Yeah, you can
If
show
you can
me.
stop sharing, I can share.
Yes. Okay, you can share now.
Okay, let me share. Can you see?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, so if you look at this group bar chart, for example, right?
Hmm.
In this case, so we have 40K, so 2020, 2022,
Hmm.
2020 Q3 and 2020 Q4, right?
Hmm.
But they have grouped it on Kent, Lincoln, Mary, and York, right?
Hmm.
Similar stuff we have to show is 2020 food insecurity
Hmm.
for
Hmm.
our 18 to 24, those will be below 18, for 24 to 45. So these particular, these are grouped for
Hmm.
the 2020,
Hmm.
correct?
Hmm. Hmm.
So same thing we have to show in our bar graph. So it will be X and Y chart only,
Hmm.
right? So I
Hmm.
think if you look at your, okay, actually, so let me stop sharing. So you understand what I'm talking about, right?
Okay, you mean to say that we have to make 1824 other bar chart, and from 25 to 50 years another bar chart, and that should focus on particular year 2021 and 2021, 2 year 20
Yeah.
and
So
21 separately.
yeah, so 2020 will have like this blue, for example, right?
Yeah.
This blue will be like 18, below
Okay.
18. This will be 18 to 24. This will be
Okay,
45,
got it.
right?
Okay,
This
got
will
it.
be this is the age
Hmm.
distribution,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
Here they
Hmm.
have a people distribution. And
Okay.
so
Okay.
so you can actually see how to make a group chart, right?
Okay.
So there is also so in, but you have to check it in the what is it, our
Tableau.
yeah,
Hmm.
in our tool, we need to see how we can do it and what
Yes.
should be our X and Y axis
Yes.
for that.
Got it.
So
Got it.
generally, I think that's what you will have to search on in the YouTube video.
Hmm. Hmm.
Tableau
Correct.
में कैसे करना है, yeah.
Hmm.
So how to make that particular
Hmm.
stuff.
Hmm.
Or you can also make it as a stack chart, right? Where
Hmm.
you can am I sharing, or I actually stopped sharing, but stack doesn't make any sense here because we need to really distribute and say, okay, in 2020 this is
Hmm.
how the distribution was,
Hmm.
in 2021 this is how distribution was, right?
Hmm.
So we can see how they are changing. We
Okay.
what is so always think about what is the data you want to showcase, right?
Showcase.
And
Hmm.
how is the best way to
Hmm.
showcase it.
Hmm.
And there are many ways, so you have to go through a little bit like a documentation and really think through like
Hmm.
what I want to really communicate with this particular graph,
Yeah.
because graph is just a visual tool, right?
Yes. Yes.
In
Yes.
that case, we just have to figure it out, like what is the data, what is really I want to show in this
Hmm.
case, right? We
Hmm.
want to showcase that how the food insecurity is different for every year.
Hmm.
Now you can do it in two ways. One is show distributing the data over the period,
Hmm.
or you can group the people like for 18 year or less than 18 years. 2020 was this, 2021 was this, and 2022 was this. So the
Hmm.
same graph, right?
Hmm.
Similar thing. If you just switch x and y measures,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
Say for example, your year versus food insecurity versus your dimension, right?
Hmm.
Your dimension is
Hmm.
the age group,
Hmm.
right? Now you can also do the same thing for age group distribution, like age group 18 to under 18. 2020 was this much, 22 and 20 was this much, 23. Maybe that is a better way to showcase it, because then you get an idea, right?
Hmm.
Even though but you have to think what we are trying to do, right? We are trying to say, hey, over the period of time, how
Hmm.
food insecurity is changing for these
Hmm.
groups people, right? It's
Hmm.
getting worse. That
Hmm.
means, or it is getting better, or in this area it is getting better, or in this area it is getting worse, right? That's what we want to show. And
Hmm.
that's what this food insecurity group and the regional thing, if we connect that, we will be able to showcase it.
Hmm. Okay.
So that is so I think what you can do is, I think there is a tutorial, I'll find it, right? What
Okay.
are the different kind of charts? There are not that many.
Oh,
Okay. And
yes.
how we can and I also need to kind of I also go through a lot of that, like how visually represent data,
Ha
how
ha.
you should,
Correct.
how to communicate visually. So that is a like a really art form, right? it's
Hmm.
it's it's not
Architecture
easy.
kind of thing.
So you have to practice it and make
Hmm.
sure,
Hmm.
right? So yeah.
Hmm. Correct.
So I think, yeah, so the one thing is that, okay, the next what was the next thing? So
Next
you
thing.
got the idea right now?
Yes. Yes. I
Yeah,
got the
okay,
idea.
got.
And
Mhm.
next thing, I let me show you next what I have done. Mm,
I think you should be able to share. I stopped sharing.
yes, 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 yes. So this is basically year wise females and males. This also I have
Mm.
averaged it out. So this is
Mm.
moderate and severe in females. This much
Mhm.
percentage is in female and this much percentage in male. And the year
Mm.
is 2021. This is for
Mm.
females and this is also for females 2020. So it has increased
Okay.
over here.
Mm.
This is a
Mm.
average, and here it's males. It was 15.3 percentage in 2020, and here it is
Mm.
2021. So both has
What is
in
that?
this is
What is the difference between the two? Sorry. Mhm.
females and males.
Okay, yeah, males and females. But what is that the data you're showing is
It
food
is
insecurity marginal
moderate
versus the
and
regular,
severe.
right? Right.
Marginal, moderate, and
Mhm.
severe.
Mm.
In this is female, and this is males. You can
Oh, I
see
see, I
here
see. Okay,
here
got it. Mhm.
male, these are males and
Okay.
this is females. Okay, and when you hover you will see the ear also.
Mhm. Oh, okay. Mm.
Okay, and when you go to different chart over here, it will again show the same but moderate or severe.
Mhm.
This was and previous one was and this was moderate and severe, and this is moderate or severe. This is actually how
Mm.
the data is.
Yeah, I need to understand what is the
है ना?
difference between the two data.
Yeah,
That
because
what is meant by moderate and
hmm,
severe, and what is
hmm,
meant by
because in this data
moderate or severe.
it is same.
Mm-hmm.
It's showing food insecurity moderate or severe, and these 2% these two they have given, and here also. And when you will see this, what Does that mean it will say includes marginal, moderate, and it will say
Severe things. Yeah.
moderate or
Mhm.
severe? Is the only difference is and or?
Mhm. No, I understand, but what does that exactly mean?
That's
I really
what.
like also, if you look at it right here
Hmm.
in this one,
Hmm.
they have done recent immigrants, right, where you can see clearly the percentage is so high.
Hmm.
When the people who are immigrated like the last 10 years, right,
Hmm.
they
Hmm.
have a little higher
Hmm.
food insecurity, and actually the indigenous population is much higher.
Hmm.
So they are almost like, marginalized people
Hmm.
in a lot of ways.
Hmm.
So you can clearly see from these kinds of demographic. I really like the one that is at the end of it.
Hmm.
Uh, because yeah, there is a lack of jobs, especially for like if you don't have a right visa status, right? So
Hmm.
things like that. Okay,
Correct.
so this is a good statistics actually. Yeah. Now I think we have to combine this with regional data, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
And then we have to figure it out. So I think I have to slice and dice the data. I will um
Hmm.
Yeah, I should. I just took this weekend off, so I didn't do a lot of work in the weekend. But
Okay.
I need to do some work and get you some regional data as well, right?
Hmm.
So that way
Hmm.
we can map it to region, right?
Hmm.
And then that way we can figure it out.
Hmm.
Okay. So anything else that you want to show?
This is only two things which
Mhm.
four
Okay, the
things which,
data. Mhm.
and this
Okay,
is
sounds good.
dashboard which
Hmm.
age wise dashboard.
Yeah, yeah. But I think, yeah, we have to figure it out, that
Hmm.
averaging stuff,
Hmm.
right? So we
Hmm.
just
Which
have
you
to, because that
told me.
averaging doesn't make sense. So we
Hmm.
need to figure it out.
Hmm.
What we need to showcase, and
Hmm.
then we can go from there.
Hmm.
Because yeah, so you may want to group on
As you
these make it
mentioned.
as a group charts, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm. You
And instead of
mentioned.
averaging,
Hmm.
all right?
Hmm. There is I saw actually one video therein they were showing you have to create, you can create your own customized measure.
Hmm.
I will look into it after this video if you want.
Hmm.
You have to create a calculated field. You have to enter the
Hmm.
formula which I told you, right? Like for example profit and loss.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
So in the same
So
way we
can you?
can, yes, we can create it and because measure names and measure values. I have to look into it how exactly we can. I think we have to put it as it is, right? Because it should
Yeah, it
focus
should be,
as it is.
yeah, so
As it
equal
is.
or something like that.
Equal, equal.
Yeah, instead of some, it should be equal.
Equal, yes.
But then that I had to see, like,
Yes, I
yeah,
will
so you
also
have to
see.
kind of experiment a
Yes,
little bit and
yes,
see
yes. I
what
will
is.
see. I will make that
Hmm.
measure, and I will apply that in our Tableau.
Yeah, because if that is the
Hmm.
case, then we
Hmm.
can make a little bit like,
Yes. Yes.
a
Correct.
better grasp, because we don't need to do a lot of averages and sums and stuff, because our data is already doing that for us,
Hmm.
right?
Correct.
Because in the most of the time, see, if you look at our data,
Hmm.
it's already doing that for us, right? Some,
Hmm.
and then giving us that
Hmm.
data,
Hmm.
that
Hmm.
18.9%
Hmm.
is the total food insecurity for 18 to these people,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm. Hmm.
And so we don't have to now more do some kind of
Hmm.
averaging or
Hmm.
all
Hmm.
that
We
stuff.
want as it
No,
is.
they are already doing that for
Hmm.
us. So that's why it's become a really equal thing,
Hmm.
or
Yes.
just
Yes.
don't have to add
Yes.
any
Yes.
more
Yes. Yes.
uh, filtering or
yes,
applying any measures for it, right?
yes,
So
yes,
yeah, okay, you can explore that
yes,
one, right?
yes, yes.
And I will explore definitely about the area code data.
Okay, okay. Okay, so do you want me to also add indigenous and this? I also on I have added females and males.
No, no, I think that's a good. This female and
This
male is good too, right?
this and female. I have not
Females and
added
females is
this
also good.
this thing.
Yeah, so this is more of a racial distribution, like how people are kind of,
Hmm,
right?
hmm,
It's
hmm,
more like a minority,
hmm, hmm,
indigenous,
hmm, hmm,
descent, and
hmm,
all that
hmm,
stuff.
hmm,
And this other data is related to age, right?
hmm,
So that dimensions are different. Like this is the age
hmm,
related,
hmm, hmm,
that's male versus female,
hmm,
and this is more like a
hmm,
racial
hmm,
distribution.
hmm,
So you have a good mix of things here.
hmm,
So that's good. So you don't have to. We don't have to add that. We can add that
hmm,
as a separate tab
hmm,
where we can distribute according
hmm,
to minority or
hmm,
indigenous, and even in minority they
hmm.
basically not distributed like black, Latino,
Yes, yes, yes.
like those kinds of thing,
Yeah,
right?
this is enough.
Asian.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's I think may not be for Canada because Canadians don't take that kind of a data. I think they don't want to do that discrimination, but I think
Mm.
Americans do it.
Oh,
So I think we can also do that kind of stuff.
okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I will change that this Tableau. This one.
Yeah, I
I will
think so. We
change it.
can add one more tab, right? So you can get rid of. I mean, so if you look at that your data, right?
Hmm.
If you go back to data,
Hmm.
yeah, and then
Okay.
in here from visible minority to this, you can create another tab,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm. Hmm. Yes, I can
Uh,
create.
Plug in the data and tab, and then you will have the same kind of a percentage, right?
Yes.
And so the same thing which you are doing for male and female, right? Just like that
Hmm.
you did for male and female. You
Hmm.
kind of created those two tabs and
Hmm.
created another spreadsheet, right? That
Yes.
gave you that kind of distribution. Same stuff for
Hmm.
the demographics in a sense, age wise.
Hmm.
Okay. So
Hmm.
yeah. So I think, yeah, why don't you look at the major stuff equal, and
Hmm.
then I
Hmm.
can also work on your chart, and I'll create my own tabs in there for you so to look at
Hmm.
it,
Hmm.
so that way you know what how can
Hmm.
we also do some distribution.
Mm-hmm. I have a last one question. This Tableau when I
Hmm.
created, we created in I starting of the month, right? So end of the month, this is a
Mhm.
public online which I have created. So now,
That doesn't expire.
so
It shouldn't expire.
okay. But when I was when
What?
I started this Tableau,
Mm,
so it
mm.
one for 1 month they told me it's free trial account actually.
Oh, but you gave them credit card account?
No, no, I have not given them, but of course, after a
Yeah,
month
yeah,
they are
public.
going
No,
to.
no, you don't.
Okay, I think they are
So
going
you, if
to.
you have installed it on the desktop, right?
Hmm.
Desktop expires in 30 days. But
Okay,
the general, that
public
I
one.
mean the public one, that
Huh.
doesn't expire. You can go to tableau.com and create
Okay,
stuff.
okay. So
So
this data is
that
going
is
to stay or it's going to remove?
no, no, it's going to stay. That will stay forever
Okay,
until you delete it.
okay. I just wanted to know this from
Yeah,
you. Okay,
yeah,
okay, okay. Hopefully, I
yeah.
don't receive any mail from Tableau. Okay,
Yeah, Tableau, if you have installed it on desktop, it will tell you that your trial has expired or something like that,
okay,
right?
okay, okay,
But for the online
okay.
Tableau, it never expires.
Okay, 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 got
Yeah,
it.
but yeah, you will not be able to use on the desktop. You will have to
Hmm,
go it on the online.
got it,
Same
got it.
exact functionality, is just instead of driving it from desktop, you will go online.
Okay, okay, okay.
So that's why I like about Tableau. And that's
Hmm,
many people like about it, right? Because it's kind of free. They have kept it free for
hmm.
experimenting. Once you starting using the enterprise data,
Hmm.
then they charge you.
So, though
But
you
we
mean to
don't care
say
about
that when I open this, this is public, this is online
Mhm.
only, right?
Online, yeah.
Mm, okay, okay.
That's online. But if you have already installed on your stuff, right?
No, I have not installed. I just
Oh, yeah, yeah. You don't need to install that. Yeah.
mhm. This is the application which I have, and I open it
Hmm.
from here.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, okay, okay. Swarna,
Yeah,
have a
but in worst
nice.
case, you can just yeah. In worst case, you can just download it and say it's download, right? So
Hmm.
if you feel like it's gonna,
Hmm.
but it should be okay. I
Hmm.
don't see any problem with that.
Okay, okay, okay. You
Yeah,
when I
and this
send
all
the
data we have.
I send you the email. Have you received it?
Yeah, yeah. I have received it.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. I was just
Yeah, I
curious.
can access it. Yeah, yeah,
Okay, okay.
yeah.
Thank you, Suvarna.
All right.
Okay,
Okay.
okay,
Take it
yeah,
easy.
yeah.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.